Okay, what I'm going to show you now is a tutorial on how to upload rosters that are now available to you to the courses that you have. And this video is specific to teachers that teach a course that runs in sections. So for example, we're going to be using Jonathan Payne because he teaches World History 6, but there are 4 sections of World History. And so this is going to enable Jonathan to have one web page, and under that one web page will be 4 sections that he can have a grade book in. So I'm going to start by going to My Classes, and I'm going to jump to inactive classes. And the reason I'm doing that is so you can see the courses that have been uploaded by Stephanie that actually contain your rosters. Okay, the most important thing that we do first off is make sure that you have a course that you yourself created. And this is something that we would have done at the end of the last school year, or perhaps over the summer. And the way you would have done that was to click on this tab over here titled New Class, and you would have created a new course for yourself. Now, if you're unsure whether or not you created a class, because there's a long list here, the easy way to tell is to look for the little trash can. If it is dark gray, that means you can actually delete this. And if you can delete it, that means that you created that course. So everything else are courses that have been uploaded to your site by Stephanie. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at the sections that Jonathan has here. And it looks like he has 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of world history. Now right now we're not sure what period these courses are going to be run, and I want to make sure you do not use the URL as a period. So this number 3 here has nothing to do with that. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to click Manage Class, because what we want to find out is what period this particular world history class is. So we want to find the roster associated with this class. I'm going to click on Manage Class, and I'm going to click on Class Settings. Okay, and what you'll see here is a short summary. In the short summary, you'll see that Jonathan's world history with the 3 at the end and the URL is running in period 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually change the class name. So we're going to title this World History Period 5, and you'll see why this is important later. So now when you look at your list of inactive classes, you'll see now that it has a new name, and it's now titled World History Period 5. Okay, so you know that the students that are in this roster are going to be the students that are in Period 5 class. Okay, we're going to do the same with the next one by clicking on Manage Class. Under Class Settings, and again, we'll look under the short summary. We'll notice here that this is period 2. So we're going to add that, World History Period 2. Now, if you don't like the title that's up here and you'd rather call it something else, you're more than welcome to change it. This is just for you to understand your course as well as the period that it falls under. Okay, I'm going to click Save. I'm going to do this one more time. World History, click Manage Class, Class Settings. This is period 4. And we might as well do the last one here. Manage Class, Class Settings. This is the world class during period 8, so period 8. Okay, and click Save. All right. Okay, that didn't look like it uploaded, so let's do that one more time. Oh no, it did. Okay. All right, so all of our courses are numbered, period 2, 4, 5, and 8. Okay, now that we have our courses with rosters properly labeled, we're going to use a course that I just created for Jonathan that doesn't exist. I just wanted to have a test class for him to run this video that I'm making here. So you'll notice I made this class, and you can tell because it has a little trash can, and this is the course that I created, and this is essentially the template that I want to use for all of those courses. So you simply click Manage Class, And because this is the course that you created, or maybe you worked on over the summer, you're going to want to import your rosters to that. So under Manage Class, we'll scroll up to Roster. We'll click on that. And the first thing that we're going to have to do is create sections. And if you recall, Jonathan has 4 classes, so we're going to need to create 4 sections. So we'll click Create Sections. We'll click OK. And automatically you're given 2 sections, Section A and Section B. I'm going to add a Section C and a Section D by simply clicking Add Section. Okay, now once this loads, you'll see we have 4 sections here, and I'm going to start with Section A. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to now import my students. This is where I'm going to take the roster that was created by Stephanie, and I'm going to import it into Section A. So I'll simply click Import Students. Okay, and I'll show you what this looks like originally. There should be nothing typed in there, but we're going to type in World History. And you'll see a whole list will show up. Okay. Now, if we would not have titled these period 4 and so forth, you would simply see the word world history repeated multiple times, and you wouldn't necessarily know which world history course you were going to be using for that particular section. Okay, but because they're titled, right now we're going to use World History Period 2 for my Section A class. And so I'm going to click Import. Okay, we're going to link World History Period 2 to Section A. And again, I chose to link Period 2 to Section A because Period 2 is the very first class Jonathan has in World History. I'll click Continue. Okay, you'll notice all the students are listed here, and I'll simply click Import Students. Okay, so everything's been added. I'll click Close. If I'm done, if I'm not, I can now move on to my next section, Section B. Okay, and under Section B, if you scroll down, you'll see it'll say Import Students. Looks slightly different than it had in the past, but once you do your first section, this is the screen that you're going to see. Okay, so again, you have Section A here, and we're moving on to Section B. And I'm going to click Import Students. I'll type in World History. Okay, and this time I'm going to use Period 4 because that's the next class time that Jonathan has history. And I'll simply select Import. And now I'm going to link my Period 4 to my Section B in my gradebook and click Continue. Okay, and I'm going to import those students. Okay, and they're all now linked to the course. Okay, if I want to continue with this, which I'm sure you'll want to, is then you move to Section C. Again, scroll to the bottom, clicking on Import Students, type in World History. And the next section would be Period 5. I'll click Import. I'm going to link Period 5 to Section C and click Continue. These are the 5 students. I'm going to import them all. Okay, you'll notice that they're all imported, and I can continue to move on to then Section D. Okay, that's how to import your rosters into a course that has sections. Okay, and I wanted to remind you that nothing is permanent. As per Stephanie, it can always be changed. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to help, and I hope this was helpful for you in importing your sections.